I brought my father's journals to his old partner hoping for closure. He read 3 pages and threw up. My father was a detective for 32 years. He was a community hero who dedicated his life to catching the Hillcrest Strangler who killed 6 women between 1989 and 2003. My father caught the case after the second victim and worked it until retirement. He had boxes of files in our basement and he would stay up until 3 a.m. going through evidence. He missed my ballet recitals, my soccer games, my graduation. My mother divorced him when I was 12 because he was never home. But I never blamed him because he was trying to save lives. I asked him once why he couldn't let it go and he said, because he's still out there. And every day I don't catch him is another day those families wake up without answers. When he retired, he kept journals with notes and shorthand and codes I couldn't understand. He died of a heart attack 6 months ago, alone in his study, surrounded by those files. At his funeral, his old partner Frank called my father the best detective he ever worked with. A week later, I brought the journals to Frank's house. I can't read them because it's all codes and shorthand, but maybe there's something in there that could finally close the case. Frank smiled and made us coffee and sat down at his kitchen table and opened the first journal. I watched him read. His smile faded, his face went pale. He flipped to another page and his hands started shaking. Frank, what is it? He flipped faster now, scanning page after page, and his breathing was getting ragged. Frank, you're scaring me. He looked up at me and his eyes were wild. What does the hunt mean to you? I shook my head. I don't know. What about the release? I have no idea. Frank, please just tell me what's going on. He slammed the journal shut and shoved back from the table so hard his chair fell over. Oh God, oh my God, oh Jesus Christ. He ran to the kitchen sink and vomited. I jumped up. Frank, what the hell is happening? He was gripping the counter and his whole body was shaking. It's him. It was him the whole time. What are you talking about? Who? He turned around and there were tears streaming down his face. Your father. Your father was the Hillcrest Strangler. The room started spinning. That's insane. That's the most insane thing anyone has ever said to me. November 14th, 1994. Patricia Sheldon. He wrote, watched her for 6 days. She walks the same route every night. The release was perfect. Took the earrings as a memento. Frank was hyperventilating now. Patricia Sheldon was wearing earrings when she left work the night she died. We never released that detail to the public. Only the killer would know that. Only the killer would know. I grabbed the journal and opened it. The handwriting was my father's with his neat, precise letters, the same handwriting on my birthday cards. This doesn't prove anything. Maybe he was copying notes from somewhere else. Read the next page. Read what he wrote about how it felt. Read how he describes watching the life leave her eyes. I read it and my legs gave out and I collapsed onto the kitchen floor. Frank was pacing and pulling at his hair. 14 years. 14 years I sat across from him at every briefing. 14 years he reviewed every piece of evidence with me. He sent us chasing leads he knew were dead ends because he invented them. He kicked a chair across the room. I was his partner for 20 years. I trusted him with my life. I told him about my kids and my marriage and my fears and he was the monster we were hunting the entire time. He grabbed another journal and threw it against the wall. He wrote about them like recipes, like he was describing a nice dinner. 6 women are dead and he wrote about killing them like other people write about their golf game. I was still on the floor and I couldn't stop shaking. All those nights he missed my recitals. All those dinners that went cold while we waited for him. He wasn't working late. He wasn't chasing leads. Frank crouched down next to me. I know. He was killing women. And then he would come home and kiss me on the forehead and ask about my day. Frank put his hand on my shoulder. We have to call this in. We have to search his study. If he kept trophies, they'll be there. They found the trophies behind a false panel in the wall. And inside the box were earrings, a bracelet, a locket, a ring, a hair clip, and a pendant from 6 dead women, hidden 10 feet from where I did my homework as a child. I looked at the box and I felt nothing but emptiness where my father used to be. What happens now? Frank wiped his face with his sleeve. We contact the families and we tell them the truth. He paused. I'm so sorry. I know he was your father. I stood up and brushed off my jeans. No, he wasn't. I don't know who that man was, but he wasn't my father. The families were notified and his name was released to the press. My father is buried in an unmarked grave now because the cemetery refused to keep his headstone after someone vandalized it for the 3rd time.